Becky at Sentier. Let's walk through your new purchase on the Vetcorder and get you up and running. So in your Vetcorder box, you should have the following pieces. So you should have a charging cube, a USB cable, a protective boot. You should have your Vetcorder monitor, a mini monitor adapter, one SpO2 lingual sensor, an ECG cable, and 2 sets of clips. Now there also should be a quick start guide and a reminder to register your warranty on our website, which is www.sentierconnect.com. So let's get started. Place your protective cover on your Vetcorder. You will plug your mini monitor adapter into the side of the monitor. You will plug your SpO2 sensor into the SpO2 slot. You will plug your ECG cable into the ECG slot. You will take your ECG clip and attach it to the red and white circles. Now to turn the monitor on, you press and hold down the power button, which brings you over to our home screen. At the home screen, you decide what to do. If you wanted to take a surface temperature, click on the thermometer icon, press this gold circle at the top of the unit on the inside of your patient's ear, press and hold down the power button for a couple seconds until you hear a beep, 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 and a temperature will be displayed. Next on the agenda is your ECG recorder. If you wanted to take an ECG recording, click on the ECG function. That brings you over to choose an ECG lead type, either lead 1 under the armpits or lead 2 diagonally. Go ahead and make your selection. Attach your clips. For training purposes, I'm just going to put it on myself. Remember, white on the right. So now you should see an ECG tracing moving across the screen. When you do, go ahead and click on the arrow. Now what you're doing is you're recording the next 30 seconds of your ECG into the memory. You do have the option of having either a 30, 60, or a 90-second ECG recording, and I'll show you in a bit where to change that. While your ECG tracing is recording, you should also see a bar moving across the screen to let you know how your progress is. Once that reading is complete, you will have a summary that pops up on your screen. And here's your summary. Now what you can do is, if you wanted to take an SpO2 reading, you would make sure that you attach your sensor. Your lingual sensor can be used on the lip, on the tongue, on the prepuce, on the vulva, in between the toes, or on the paw. So it really depends on where you're working as to where you can put the sensor on your patient. Go ahead and click SpO2 reading. Attach your sensor. You should see a red light, which means that it is receiving a signal from your sensor to your Vetcorder. And you should see a pleth waveform moving across the screen. In addition, you will see your SpO2 percentage, a heart rate, and then you'll see another bar that's bouncing up and down, and that is in relationship to your perfusion index. The perfusion index deals with fluid movement under the skin. The higher your number, the better perfused your area is, and this can help you in determining the best sensor placement. If you wanted to take a recording again, you would go ahead and press on the arrow, and that would take a 30-second recording of your SpO2. If you want to hit your orange button and get back to the home screen, probably the area where you're going to use it the most is in your Monitor Vitals. When you click on Monitor Vitals, that enables your Bluetooth to connect to another device, either a phone or a tablet. My advice here is get your patient hooked up first so that you can see your readings on the screen, and then open up the Monitor Vitals app on your iPhone. And now you see a mirror display of what's happening on your Vetcorder on your iPhone. Now, one of the things that you can do while you're in a surgery is take a 30-second daily check recording. What you would do is get back to your home screen, press on the daily check icon. That brings you over to Choose a Pet, where you would either select Guest or you would enter the name of the patient. For ease of use, we're going to select Guest. Now you're going to see a circle that's going round and round, and it's obtaining your signal. And then you'll see a status bar moving across the screen to let you know how your 30-second recording is going. You see your SpO2 percentage as well as your heart rate. You've got your ECG tracing on top and your pleth waveform on the bottom. Most clinics will do 1 to 2 of these per procedure. Once I have my reading, I will pull my mini monitor adapter straight out of the unit. I will depress on the ECG sensors and the clip and remove that from the patient. I will go to my device and I will make sure that I close out of the app that I currently have running on my phone. I have shut down my Monitor Vitals app on my iPhone. Now I want to upload my recordings that I have taken. So what I will do is I will click on my orange button and get back to the home screen. I will swipe my finger to the left. I will click on the upload icon. Then I will go to my iPhone and I will click on the Vetcorder Connect. And then I will select my Vetcorder serial number that's on the bottom here. I'm choosing my device to pair. Now it's popping over to my daily check that I just took, and I will select my arrow. There's my daily check. And now I'm going to click on the box with the arrow in the upper right hand corner. I am going to share, and then I'm going to select my Gmail, and then I'm going to send it to my doctor, or I'm going to send it to the email address where we send our patient records, and then I'm going to type in the name of the patient, and that's how easy it is. Then when I'm done with that event, I am going to go select the 3 dashes in the upper left-hand corner of my phone. Then I'm going to select my ECG recorder, and I'm going to download or upload my recording that I took earlier. And if you notice, the circle is going round and round, which means that the recording that I just took earlier is syncing from my Vetcorder over to my phone. Once that is complete, the circle will change to an arrow, and I'll be able to click on that. There's my ECG recording, and then I'm going to select the box. I'm going to share it. I'm going to select my Gmail program, and I'm going to send it. And then I would need to do that for each reading that I want to bring over from my Vetcorder to my phone. The really important last step that you want to make sure that you do is when you're done syncing your recordings, you want to shut down your Vetcorder Connect app on the phone that you're working with. So the next time when you go to use your monitor, you'll be able to open up the Monitor Vitals program and you won't get an error code. So if you do have questions on any of the Vetcorders, make sure that you give us a call at 844-Vetcorder. If you have a service issue, you can go on our website, which is www.sentierconnect.com, and you can open up a service ticket. The other thing that I will cover on your menu with the Vetcorder is from the home screen. If you want to swipe your finger to the left, this will get you to page 2. So we don't work with the pedometer, we don't work with the reminder, and we don't work with the sleep function. Those were items that were on the human version before we reconfigured it for veterinary use. What you will use on this page is the upload, only when you're done with your procedures and you're not connected to a patient anymore. You will use the review if you want to find a recording and view it, or you will use your settings menu. If you click on the settings, this will take you over to general. If you click on that, you can change your date and time if you needed to change it for another time zone. You can click on your ECG length. Here you can select either 30, 60, or 90 seconds, whatever you wish your recording time to be on your ECG. Hit yes. Underneath that is your ECG bandwidth. You can either have it at normal or wide. If you're working on a little animal and you're not really happy with the ECG that you're seeing, you can switch it over to wide mode. Sometimes this will help you get a better reading and sometimes it won't. Then if you want to hit the X, that will get you back to the screen that says general and volume. The first time that you click on volume, it will take away the sound. Then if you touch it 1, 2, or 3 times, this is how you change your volume. Underneath that is your temperature. You can either have it at Celsius or Fahrenheit. When you arrow down to the second page, make sure that the Bluetooth icon is on the right-hand position. This means that your Bluetooth is turned on. Make sure and register your warranty on your newly purchased Vetcorder on our website at www.sentierconnect.com. This is where we gather information to send out upgrades to the clinics that have purchased Vetcorders. So you will put an email address as well as a serial number and the purchase information from your Vetcorder on our website to make sure that you get our next or our upcoming software upgrades. Now let's talk a little bit about what to do when you're done monitoring with your Vetcorder. You will depress the orange power button for a couple seconds until you see the circle in the middle, which means that it's turned off. You will pull your mini monitor adapter straight out of the monitor, and then you will gently drape in a circle around your hand the cables, and you can either lay them on a tray like a Mayo stand, or what a lot of clinics will do is they'll put them inside of a large Ziploc bag and set them on a tray out of the way. You do not want to hang your cables on a wire or a hook on the wall, as this will have a tendency to stretch the wires and prematurely degrade the wires inside of the cables. So what you can do is take your Vetcorder and put that inside of your plastic bag if you didn't need to charge it. If you do need to charge it, what you'll do is you'll take your white USB cable and your cube, and you will plug that into the side of your Vetcorder. And then you take the other end and plug it into the cube and attach it to a plug. It takes 3 hours to charge on a fully drained battery, so you can either do it during the day when you're not using it, or a lot of clinics will leave it plugged in at night. I also want to mention how to clean your cables and take care of them. So with your ECG clips, you'll periodically want to take these clips out of the little red and white circles. Take an alcohol dipped Q-tip and clean out that little divoted area in here and keep the gunk and debris out of that area to make sure that you don't have any transmission problems with your ECG. You will also want to take a little bit of a chlorhexidine type solution and put it on a gauze pad or a square, either a 2x2 or a 4x4, and then gently clean out in between on your patients to keep that clean and neat. If you needed to wipe something off of your Vetcorder, what we do recommend is that you take a dry cloth and you wipe it down. Don't submerge your unit in liquid. That would not be good. If you need to, get a little drop of blood or something off of here, put a small amount of alcohol on a pad and then gently wipe that off and make sure that you keep the area dry or let it set out to dry. All right, so just remember, the better that you take care of your monitor, the longer it will last. The warranty on the Vetcorder itself is 12 months, and the accessories are warranted for 6 months, and that does include manufacturer defect. It would not include somebody snipping that with a scissors or doing something that they should not. So if you do have questions or want to start a service ticket, again, jump to our website, which is www.sentierconnect.com. Click on the support tab and you can scroll down and send us an email or open up a service ticket, or you can call 844-Vetcorder. We hope that you enjoy using your Vetcorder, and if you do have any questions, give us a shout. Thanks, and have a great day.